This is my new filter seed glitchless personal best of 11 minutes and 8 seconds, obviously in 1.16.1. So I'm just gonna show you the run. Quite a nice run. Obviously I'm using C-Bank for this, and the C-Bank I'm actually using is 3 iron, not gold axe, because I just really like the consistency, and like I think if you're going for sub 10, it's better to have 3 iron. And like I was going for sort of like sub 10 / PB. I just wanted like a slightly faster PB. My current PB was 12.26, which is like pretty good, but I know I can do a bit better, and I have had like sub 7 blinds. My previous PB had like an 8.30 blind or something, and this one actually ends up being my fastest ever blind, which is really nice. In nearly sub 10s, like I have a 3-minute dragon, which is kind of cringe. So I nearly end up resetting this over while I'm like walking for like 20 seconds finding this room portal, and I'm going to pause, checking my coordinates, and I'm like, it's gonna be a slow enter. And it actually doesn't end up to being too bad. Like, I'm missing a ring, but the nether's like really nice, and also the blind's like quite good. The seed's like probably not the best seed I've rolled, which is what makes me really happy. How like it was like a quite good seed, like it was like in a way like a playable PBable seed, obviously because I PB'd it. And I could have sub 10'd, I would have done if I got a better dragon, but like I don't really care. I just think I played this well. Like I've had so many PBs which I just thought terrible. I've just been like wasting like tons of times. My crafting here is horrible, but that's fine. So just going to craft myself helmet and axe, because obviously I'm mining the gold blocks. I start with the iron, and I get a housing bastion, although I've got the filter for basically all bastions apart from treasure. Because I think if you're playing like Fsg, like, if you're starting with that, and if you're starting like without iron, then treasure's fairly rubbish. If you're starting with iron, then they're all like pretty fast. My previous fast blind was like 640 with treasure. I think like the bastion doesn't really make too much of a difference with its treasure, housing, or stables. Obviously, like stables can be like faster than treasure or housing, but I know they're both quite good. Often people say treasure's inconsistent, but I sort of like disagree, because although treasure you occasionally don't roll the obsidian, you can always get it from like the chest by the bridge. Whereas housing you like quite often don't roll. You've only got 8 gold blocks, so you often like don't roll pals and stuff. But anyway, I actually get 6 pork chop from the pig, which is really nice. And this nether's like super good. So, considering there's 140 enter, which is like not great. I usually like only pay 130s, but if I've got food, I'll play like an extra like 20 seconds, because hunger resetting or getting food in the nether always takes quite a bit of time, and that one pig dropping 4 looks really nice. And I see my bastion over here. I've got bastion fortress next to each other and perfect terrain. So I'm like, okay, yeah, this run probably gonna go somewhere. I think I see the chest and like this housing of stables, and see a gap of 3 between chests. That means it's housing, because when there's like a gap of 2 between the chests, and it's stables, and I do triple chests. It could be bridge, but I'm not filtering for bridge, so it can't be bridge. I pause the game there to stop my music, which is kind of nice. And I get quite a few pigmen from there, just going to do regular top down. Decided not to break a gilded blackstone. I don't know why, probably should have. Oh, I'll still like a fast bastion. I'm just going to go there. I call like the career hole. And yeah, the other one's like faster, and I used to always do that, but I think like I've already got a really good run. Let's take the 5-second time loss rather than risk like being in trouble, because yeah, I like might as well play safe. And I'm like, my game's really lagging, so I'm sort of checking that OBS is okay, but I think it's okay. OBS is fine. I think I turned down my render distance a bit, because I never usually lag this much. Yeah, 19 chunks. I think my previous session I'll be doing RSG, so the entities don't reset, the render distance doesn't. When I play FSG, I always have like 14 to 16 render distance, just so I don't get too much lag. So my PC's like not the best. I'm going to mine for this chest, even though I probably didn't need to. I already had 7 obby from this chest I broke, but I got another gold block, which is nice. I didn't even grab the string in that chest, probably should have. Don't know why I didn't do that. I like always do. Oh well. I'm going to check my trades. It's actually like not great. I've got like not much string, not many pearls, but I high roll later on. And that extra gold block in that chest does also help. It means like I don't have to tire as much. I don't end up waiting for like all the trades to be finished. Drink the fire res, because why not? I have more than enough food for a run. I like probably spent too much time eating. I'm just gonna sit here, craft stuff. Whereas I've still got not much string, and I just get like 2 pearl trays in a row. So I'm like, I'm perfectly fine on pearls. Get another string tray, and I'm like, I've got 12. I'm probably gonna leave, but I'll still like craft some stuff here, just in case I get a bit more. And I get all like I've got 44 from like 1 off trays. I must have got like 2 or 3 string trays there. I've got so much string, so much fire res, so much obsidian. I've literally got everything I need. I'm gonna go back up to the top. That's an interesting place. So I remember that at the top, the bastion was only slightly exposed. So I think I'll just play it safe rather than going out the top, even though it's a bit of a time loss then just going through the main path of the bastion. There was a chance that like wasn't exposed. I'm not actually checked the seed. Might have been faster. I might rerun the seed at some point because I got so much time right now. And although I do want to like play RSG, I want to play other categories. I think it's pretty cool. So just gonna build out here, yeah, because it's only slightly exposed. I would probably spawn like back there, but oh well, not at the end of the world. Should have pearled here. Don't pearl. Why am I not pearling? I don't know. 10-second time loss maybe. I think I see the wither skeleton. I'm like, nah. But, like I'd be fine. I'm not like this bad at the game. I end up pearling to there, I think. Yeah, just like pearl to there. A bit of time loss. Don't know where my spawner is, but then I just see it. It's right here. Obviously didn't see it previously. Also, I'm getting like absolutely harassed by ghosts right here. I'm going to turn my volume. Not sure if I can hear it. First one drops 3. My blaze rates here are absolutely sick. I'm thinking about going for those ones like back there, but I'm like, nah, they're miles away. I might as well just wait. And I turn around, another spawn, 2 more. Like, hopefully I get enough from these. I did have one where I went like, I think like 6 for 8 with looting. I check I've got 9, so obviously I've got 4 on the 2 or a 3 on the 3. So 9 for 3, I'm doing fine. And I'm just gonna go this way again. Should have just whipped a pearl. I'm like playing it super safe because I think it's my fast blind ever. Well, I'm not actually sure if it is. My previous was 641. So this is like pretty nice. Gonna go to exactly 150, 150. Because if I'm like high rolling, I'll go to like 120, 120 or something. And just like go to the edge of the ring. But if you're at 150, 150, then also I try to jump here, there's already blocks here. If you go to like 150, 150, then you're like gonna be in the middle. So like if you go to 120, 120, the stronghold could be like 400, 500 blocks away. If you're at 150, 150, it's always going to be within like a couple of hundred blocks. So if I'm blinding slower, I would blind further out. Like I wouldn't like be as specific on 150, 150. But right now it's good. I spawn in a cave. I don't know what I'm doing with this crafting. I'm like, okay, craft a boat now. I'm probably below an ocean. I hope I'm below an ocean. I am below an ocean. And I might as well craft my beds as well. Takes like 5 seconds. I did have a previous like missed PB. It wouldn't be a great PB, it would be like a 12-minute PB, like where I missed an instant perch, which is kind of sad. That was like today. In fact, that might have been like just before this run. No, it wasn't. But like that was like a couple of hours ago. So I'm just building up. Actually, I have to build up quite a bit. Blind's not perfect. I've had better blinds. My blind to end split, like blind to defeating dragon split, it's like 4 minutes. Again, I had a PB where my like first like tilde, as if you guess, like the ones that complete the Ruin Portal PB was a 2-minute blind to end split, and I never replicated that. But like, that's cool. I did like once blind to stronghold, but I don't know. And I'm worried because I don't see the portal room like anywhere. I see this light from the side here. Now that's actually portal room. I think it's like, I'm not sure, like it might be the end of a corridor. I'm trying to work out like what it is. Right, is that portal room? And I'm like, I might as well like, I'm thinking like I might as well go and look, and I see the shape's actually more of a rectangle. It's just the light makes it look like a square. It's portal room. I'm in. I've got fire, as I can't mess this up. I can't be an idiot. I can't like throw. I've got 15 pals. I still throw a pal. Oh look, stronghold's that way. Okay, cool. 808 end enter. 805, sorry. Now we watch the 3-minute dragon. I'm like super nervous like at this moment because I'm not nervous when I'm on PB pace, but sub 10 is something I've been wanting to do for like so long that like I'm kind of nervous because this is my first like sub 10 worthy end enter. So I'm like shaking a bit, but there's no need to shake because I'm not going to have an average dragon perch. Who would have an average dragon perch when you can have a below average dragon perch? Like, I've had so many PB runs lost to bad dragon perches. I'm like, surely I can't have like a worse than 430 dragon. I think it goes, but it doesn't. I'm sad. I've got 2 extra food, I've got an extra golden apple, I'm checking my ABS recording. I'm like nervous here. This is the nerve-wracking thing. Being like, right, this could be P. This could PB. If the dragon wants it to. And turns out the dragon, I mean, it wanted its PB, but it did not want it to sub 10. I said at the start when I was getting like 25-minute FSG ones with Power Village ++, that was so, those days that I'll stop playing FSG when I get sub 10, so I know like I can get sub 10 in RSG. I don't actually say that because that was before sub 10 was the thing. But like to think that now I'm like able to get 11-minute runs, I had like another run early. Like I've had multiple runs like in the last like couple of days on sub 15 pace in FSG. Like I can like consistently get good times. Getting sub 10, I just need the right seed and RNG, and like I'm able to do it. So I'm really happy about that, and I think I'm like probably ready to head back to seriously grind some RSG. The only thing I might find is like I often find RSG is like boring. That's sort of the reason I still play FSG, because RSG is kind of boring. But I think now, like at the moment, it's not going to be easy for me to beat this PB. So my RSG PB is like horrible, not even sub 30. So like I can easily beat that. I think the dragon's probably going to go soon. I kind of mess it up when I like Pearl. Oh wait, actually it's just going to muck about a bit more. Yeah, because I'm like way further back when it patches. I like go back here, like, oh no. Run backwards, goes back to this side, being annoying. It's not sub 10. Now I've got like no nerves because I know it's going to PB. I'm like, I have 7 beds in my hotbar. There was a time when I like struggled with 7 bed. Now I like can 4 bed. I think this is like 5+1 bed. It's horrible, but like I want to save it. I don't want to mess it up. I need a mint. Get a mint. And I see it perches. And I like missed the pearl, but I've got infinite health. Nearly miss it, but that's fine. I like just do the first bed like anyway. Second bed good. These pets like below average. 5th bed was really good, and then 5+1. Not bad. I could have like obviously 4-bedded if that power had been good. It'd probably been a 4 or 5 bed. But like oh well, eat the gapple just in case. 11:08, 12 like 09 in game real time, and yeah, that's it. I'm gonna slash seed, copy over my verification token so I don't like lose it. That's in closed document. Copy in here just in case I lose it, because that may have happened before in an Icarus FSG run. Oh well, let's just like not talk about that. But yeah, that's kind of cool. I killed 3 blazes, I killed a pig. Hope you enjoyed. I might rerun it, I might not, but like, you might as well subscribe for like when I obviously get RSG World Record. I press backspace, and that happens to be my life split reset time hotkey, but that's fine. And then it has the really satisfying thing of, do you want to update your best splits? I'm like, okay, cool, and I quit the world. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See ya.